Hi everyone, and welcome to the training of the new version of the CRM. The new version is called Suite CRM and it's very similar to the previous version. This is the login page where you can choose your language if you want. We have English, Spanish and French, and then of course the login with the username and password, and then the login button. The main change from the previous version is the interface. The interface is totally new and it's modern, as you can see, but the structure of the CRM is always the same. So let's have a refresh, general refresh of the functionalities. Basically, you have here the menu bar where you have all the sections. Then here you have the global search where you can search for the company name or a contact name or a potential member and whatever. And then you have the menu option here. In this case, I'm an administrator, so I also have the admin link. And this is the dashlet thing. You remember probably this is where you have these tables that can summarize your data. Now let's have a look at the structure. So first we have the Home tab, and this will bring us to the home page, which is this one. Then we have membership section. Inside membership we always have members, member contacts, other contacts, potential member and potential member contacts. So the modules for this first section are the same as the one you are used to. Then we have activities. Activities, here you see we have services for individual companies and events. Events is a new module with a new feature, with some new functionalities, and we will dedicate a video only for events, so you can see it later. Then we have marketing and communication. You see that you have here collective mail system and lists, so this has remained the same. And then billing with the home and subscription fee. What is home? As you can see, you always find home. Home, it means it's the last module that you saw. So every time you go in a new section, you will find home, and it means that it will bring you, the system will bring you to the previous module. Okay, so yeah, billing, we have subscription fees. We don't have any more group activities fees because it's replaced by events. But as I said, you will have to follow a dedicated video for that. Then we have settings, where you have administration panel, report with the general report, the same module as you are used to, and finally with all, you have the list of all the modules. Okay, so we can go on and just have a look at the members. Okay, here you have the advanced search, okay, with the list of the members. We'll dedicate also a video for members, so we can directly have a look at this section later with a dedicated session on that. Oh, yeah, now you see that the first module here in the menu bar is the one that we are having a look, so it's the one we are watching. Okay, so you see that now it's members because we are in the members module. But for example, if we go to services for individual companies, then the service for individual companies will appear on the first site. But if you want to go to the home page, you can click on whichever section you see and click on home. So membership, home, activities, home, marketing, communication, billing, home, and so on. Okay, so basically the home is always visible from any section. So home, and we go to home. Okay, now let's have a look also at the member contacts. You see here member contacts, you can filter as always with first name, last name, email, city, industry of the member, and so on. So you can see that the screens and the list view is always the same. You always have the same fields. Then of course it depends if you customize a little bit these columns. You will find your columns in the upgraded version. Now this is just the training one. And then let's go on to activities, and let's refresh a little bit the services for individual companies. This module comes in order to let you record all the services that you are providing to company members on one-to-one basis. Services are here meant in a broad sense, covering all type of interactions with members, going from a simple consultation for an advice of information by phone or email or full consultancy service. Let's create a new service for individual company. Actions, create. Now you select from the CRM the member or potential member to which you are providing the service to. In my case, I will select the member, which is open symbol, and the contact name, so the person from open symbol who will follow up on this service. Now, you can change the status of the service. That could be in progress if you are still working on that. And then you can change the subject. That could be, let's say, company management. And then eventually you have the subject description depending on the subject. Then you choose the mode of intervention. That could be internal meeting, and the duration. That could be, let's say, 2 weeks. Now you can ask for a payment and then add the cost. That could be 1,000 euro, and the payment status. That could be paid. In this field description, you can add any agenda, for example, of what you are going to provide and how you are going to provide this service. And once you are done, you can click save, and that's it. Okay, so here you have all the information that you added for this record. Then why not, you can also schedule a meeting or log a call. So any activity you will do for this service, you can store it here. Activities, yeah, so events, as we said, we will see it later, but I will just show you a little bit how it works. So basically you have the header of the events where you type some info, the start date of the event, the end date. So as I said before, this module comes in order to replace the group activities. So the idea is that you will use this module to store all the information about group activities. So it means events, seminars, trainings, and any kind of activity that you do for a large number of members. So it's not only for one, just like a service for individual company, but it's for more. Okay, and then here you can set an email invitation, and other information. And then here you have the delegates, which are people invited to the events, and also the status, the payment status, and the cost for each invitee. But we will see it later. Now let's skip to the marketing and communication. In the marketing and communication, you have the collective mail system. As you probably remember, it's used in order to send out email campaigns like direct email marketing. When you want to send a lot of emails to a large number of contacts, potential member contacts, members, other contacts, you can use this module, and this module can be used when you have to tell your database, to all the people in your database, about a big event, for example, or any notice about your office, like you're closing for holidays for 2 weeks, I don't know, or any change of your headquarter, of your office address, and so on. So basically, you can use this module for this idea, for this scope. So let's have a look a little bit at how it works, just to refresh. Here you have the header of the email, where you can set the type, the status, and the name, of course. Now this is just a test. You select the recipient list. You remember the recipient list can be set as a default, and this means that you can send emails to all the people inside the list. So now we only have one target in the list, but we can add other people. So why not? Let's do this. You are now inside the list. So again, you will find lists upon here. And you have only one potential member contact inside. Now let's add, for example, some other people. So select, and let's look for Paolo, for example, and search. And we get Paolo Salvai. So we can flag it here and select. Okay, so we have one new contact more inside. Now you see that the count is 2 and not anymore 1. So through this button we can go back to the collective mail. Okay, then you can set, if you want, some trackers. Trackers, just to remind, is a special link that is recorded and is tracked by the system. So when the people click, your user, let's say your invitees, your people you are sending the email to, will click on a specific link on a tracker URL, you will be able to track and see that they clicked and how many times they clicked on that special link, and also, of course, who clicked on that link. So we can create a new one, and we can call it like click here and add a new, there it is, open symbol. So that's a tracker for this campaign. That's our website. Then you will create also a new email text with a name that could be, in this case, let's just use open symbol test. You set when you want to send out the message. You can also schedule it during the night if you want. Let's say on the 6th at, why not, 10 AM. The status must be active. You want to send the message to this list. You will use this mailbox CRM. Now you will find this is just a a demo address, so you will use yours, of course, in your platform. Just to remind, this is a test environment, a test system, so with fake data and fake emails. Now you can choose from an existing template here, okay, or you can choose to create yours, a new one from zero, from scratch. So again, you can give a name to the template. Template training. You can set the subject. This is very important because it's what your users will see when they receive the email. And if the subject is interesting, then they will click and open the email. Otherwise, they may delete it before opening it. So, very important subject. Now, in the body, you can write your message, add some images, and so on. You can use also the variables here, like dear contact name. Okay. Please visit our website. And then we can add the tracker here. Okay, let's click here. Okay, this is just a very easy example. And we save. Save again. And then once we are done, so we checked that everything is okay, so the recipient list, the trackers, the email text, okay. Once we check that everything is okay, we can click on send emails and then schedule the mailing. The last section we need to check is the billing, where we have subscription fees. As I said, we don't have here any more group activities fees because everything has been replaced by the events module. Subscription fees is the module that allows you to store all the information about the subscription fee payment from your members. Basically, as in the previous version, you have always the basic and the advanced search, and you have the possibility to export the subscription fees in an Excel file. So the functionalities are the same. Let's just go through a little refresh. Well, first I want to show you the status of OpenSymbol. It has a red icon. In fact, if we check here in the subscription fees, we see that the last period this member paid was for 2014, and you see that actually it's also not paid. But anyway, the expiry date is the date that will influence the traffic light. Let's create a subscription fee for OpenSymbol. So actions, create subscription fee. Basically, the idea is that you create a new subscription fee when you receive the payment. So this is for 2016. The member name is always OpenSymbol. There it is. You can set your own currency. Now we can use euro since we are in Italy. The expiry date, that will be the end of this year. So we'll select the date, 31st December. The invoice date is today, so the 18th of July. The invoice number, that could be 12345, and the payment status, that is paid. And if you want, you can set a little description of this. You can change eventually this subscription fee amount. Normally it is set depending on the value that you previously set in the member. Once you're done, you save. So you have here all the information about the subscription fee. And if you want, you can eventually create a task and just to remind you for the payment of the next year. Let's have a look now at the membership status icon, which is now green because the member till will be the 31st December. Okay, you can see it from here. So that's all for the general overview of the new version. Hope that everything is clear to you. Anyway, just remember that you can take advantage of the help desk. So should you require any information or any clarification about any module or any functionality of the new version, please contact us, and then we will do our best to give you our suggestions and our help.